It's time to get dirty for 30. Pitter patter, let them scatter into turns 1 and 2. Danny Sams takes charge down the backstretch. Danny Sams leads lap number 1 over Connor Morrell. 2 laps in. Down to complete lap number 3. Danny Sams, Connor Morrell. Here comes Cale Thomas, Thomas to the inside of Morrell for that runner-up spot. They go side by side down the backstretch. Morrell off the high side. Move Cale Thomas into second. Thomas closing in. The lead less than a second. Cale Thomas closes to within 5 car lengths. Now the 3 car lengths. Cale Thomas, bottom of the racetrack. 2 car lengths. That battle for the 4th spot, they have a history. Travis Philo, Cap Henry. Here comes Cale Thomas to the inside. Problems on the front stretch. Trey Jacobs slows to a stop in turn 1. Hammer dropped in turn 4. Single file past the pylon. Good restart for Danny Sams. Cale Thomas, though, going to drive right to his inside in turns 1 and 2. Sams slams the door. We are a third of the way home, this time across the stripe. Zane DeVault, Danny Dietrich, Skylar G, Brock Halleck, Cole Duncan, your top 10. Down to complete lap 12. Races for third. There goes Cap Henry into the 3rd spot. Cap Henry on the move. Thomas, 3 car lengths behind Danny Sams. Looks to his inside. 18 laps in, and there's Cale Thomas. Cale Thomas to the inside of Danny Sams. They are wing to wing for the lead. Side by side, Cale Thomas to the point. Cale Thomas, your new leader. They put Ricky Peterson a lap down. 10 laps to go for Cale Thomas. Here comes Danny Sams again. We got a barn burner at Muskingum County. Sams to the lead. Here comes Cale Thomas racing to his inside with a lap car right in front of him. Slicing and dicing for the lead in lap traffic. 8 laps to go. And Cap Henry has got the top 2. Throw a blanket on the top 3 down the backstretch. Danny Sams, Cale Thomas, Cap Henry, lap cars side by side. Cap Henry right on the rear bumper. Cale Thomas for second. Thomas takes a peek. Philo has reeled in the top trio in that 5T. Once again, throw a blanket on the top 4 down the backstretch. Cap Henry underneath Cale Thomas for second. 5 laps to go. Henry leads that lap. Car on the high side of turn number 1. Oh my goodness. Here we go, single file, hammer drop, green out. Hang on to your seats, a 5-lap shootout. Cap Henry down the backstretch. Danny Sams stays right with him. Sam's going to go right to the top of the racetrack. He likes that high line. He gets a big run on Cap Henry. Zane DeVault into the top 5. For the lead, Cap Henry, Danny Sams. Sams slingshot engaged up to the top side. 3 to go. Wow! Slider into 1. Danny Sams back to the point. Set him up perfectly in turns 3 and 4. Danny Sams, 2 to go. He'll see the white flag. Just like at Hilltop on the high side for Danny Sam. Down the backstretch one final time. The first repeat winner of 2024 Ohio Sprint Speedweek for Danny Sams. Camp Henry will come home second.